Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I haven't done any one of these in a little bit, so I decided to do something a little bit different for Slammiversary. So, welcome back to my channel if you haven't been here before. And my name is Astrid, and I do have a guest today that I'm going to say his name to see if he does appear. He hosts Mark Talks Wrestling, Mark Talks Football, as he likes to say with his accent. There you go, I tried. And then Mark in Place, I Talks in Place. I always mess up one of them, but there you go. Mark, you can appear now. There you go.
Yes, we did it in time. We discussed this for about 5 minutes beforehand, and it actually worked.
Yes, I tried. I know I'm not the same, but I'm not Joe Hendry, but I tried. How are you doing today, good sir?
I am marvelous. This is the first time me and you have done something one-on-one without that stupid Ed being in the room or around. So it's quite nice. And do you know what is quite nice as well? I haven't got the you do remove me, but I haven't got the worry of him just turning up in the background and just getting rid of me like he normally does on the live streams.
No, that's why it's only the two of us. If we invite him on, then you wouldn't be on screen at all. That wouldn't help me at all on this show. For this show.
It'd just be Astrid on her own talking about TNA with me just in a little corner going, "Hello, I'm still here." But yeah, but here we go, Slammiversary.
I figured I'll bring you on because I haven't caught up entirely on TNA. I'm guilty of that. I've been working a lot, but I figure you're the new TNA expert, so I want you to talk about TNA more often now that you're watching it and you're enjoying it, I
Yes.
think, so far. So I figured I have somebody that has a little bit more insight than I do, just a little bit, you know. I have of the past and you have of the present. So see how that
Yes.
balances out?
Exactly. And it's very much there. You say that I have expertise and I'm enjoying. There's a few things that we're going to be talking about today that I am not a fan of. One, the amount of matches, and two, the certain superstars, which we're going to have to talk about, and it's going to pain me while we do it.
Well, I like how you didn't realize how many matches there were until I mentioned it to you before we started.
Oh, no. Yeah. When you said it, I went, what? We're not doing AEW type 45 matches in a time. No. Jesus
but
Christ.
It's Slammiversary. They have to go all out. It's a different, you know, it's their WrestleMania. So, you know, just, you know, they got to go all out for all of us. So might as well. And they got surprises for us too. That's what Jordynne says. So let's get started on this. I figured to start with the countdown. We have 3 matches for that. The first one we got is Kushida versus Jonathan Gresham, who's been in his transformation era, as I like to call it. So this one's pretty interesting for me because I don't know much of the build-up. I know he did like the little spit thing to Kushida, and that's all I remember from that. But I figured Jonathan's in a good type of, you know, I don't want to say current, but like, you know, in a good transformation process here, I guess I would say. So I have him to win. I feel bad for Kushida, but sorry, it's Jonathan Gresham.
This is a really weird match for me, right? Because we had the incident where Gresham spat on his hand and put it into people, and then they're getting ill, and then TNA turned into full COVID with the masks and the gloves and everything, and I went, "Oh, this is bringing back bad memories." But then this is like Kushida isn't doing it for me in this feud at all. Like nothing. Like it seems that Gresham is carrying this with the character work of what's going on. I've always had a bit of an issue with Kushida when he was in NXT. I didn't really sort of buy what he was trying to sell. But his Back to the Future gimmick, Marty McFly stuff, I really do want him to have like a doc at some point, just for the banter at some point. Anyway, I'm going off on a rant. No, I see Gresham. I think Gresham should win, but does he win? I don't know. I think because of the build-up and what happened of last night's or Thursday's TNA, where Kushida was in the 6-man tag with the Rascalz against the longest tag team name I've ever seen exist, and William Regal's son. I can't say the you'll please tell me the whole name of that team because I've looked at it 4 times and I still can't get it.
Well, in Taking Over, we call them the Candy Crew, but their name is No Quarter Catch Crew.
Okay, so
you can say Candy Crew.
I think we're going to go with that. They lost to them, which now is setting up for another match where I think we're going to be talking about soon. Yeah, I think Gresham should win it. Kushida has an outside chance of winning it.
Yeah, I feel bad saying that because Kushida's one of those like he entertains me, but there's not much to him. And it's like there's not much to describe in as what they do with him. I feel like he just randomly comes in and tags him with the machine guns, and then he's gone, and then he returns all of a sudden. So he like comes and goes like that.
Yeah.
So it's like it's never really consistent, in at least the way I've seen it in TNA so far. So it's kind of hard to just say he's gonna win if he's not gonna be here like on a weekly basis compared to Gresham almost at this point. So.
The thing that has annoyed me with this feud a little bit was there was that triple threat with Gresham, Kushida, and Speedball for the #1 contendership for the Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, X Division.
Mustafa Ali. The X Division title. And Gresham, I think if I remember correctly, took the pin. That annoyed me. I think Kushida should have been the one that took the pin. But yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, this one's another one that I think it really came out of nowhere. I hadn't seen anything about it. So this is a 4-way knockout match. It's Tasha Steeles, my girl Tasha Steeles versus Faby Apache. I think you probably say that. Versus Giselle Shaw versus Saya Brookside. I was hoping this would be an #1 contenders match, but I don't see anything of that sort in the graphics so far. But to me, the way I've seen the clips I've seen so far, this just came out of nowhere. I don't know who to pick, but I feel like when it's a multi-person, I like to pick 2 people at least. So this one, I am stuck.
No, don't cop out and pick 2. Pick 1.
Fine. So I was stuck between Giselle and Tasha because I haven't done much with Tasha lately. So it's
she hasn't been on that much at all.
Yeah, versus Giselle just returned, and I feel like they might be catapulting her towards the Knockouts Championship. That's what it just feels like. Maybe she might win it, but again, it's not a #1 contenders match, so it just got me in a pickle there. But I'll pick Giselle Shaw for now.
I think Giselle Shaw beat Tasha, if I'm right, recently, a week or so ago on TNA. I can't remember who Giselle faced, but it was an absolute brilliant women's match for it. I'm going Zaya Brookside. She's English. I'm going to pick the fellow Englishman. The English haven't had much luck recently, and we need something, okay? I had a full-on meltdown last Sunday, which Astrid will know that I literally, yes. So I'm picking an Englishman, and Zaya Brookside's going to win it, and she's going to win the Knockouts title at some point. I hope, because I actually seen her live. And I really like her, so I hope I get to see her win it, because I saw her when it was NXT UK, and I saw her wrestle when she was in that. And I do hope she wins this. If it's not, I'm going to be you. It's going to be Giselle, because she's had that comeback. I saw when I first started watching it, she had that sit-down interview with Gail Kim, which talking about the plot of coming back. So I think if you're going to push someone to try and beat Jordynne Grace, because I feel like Jordynne Grace hasn't got long left in TNA to what I think, then I think Giselle's probably the one to do the next step. But Zaya Brookside.
Okay. Next match for the countdown that we have. I thought this was part of the main show and not the countdown in itself, but that's what it says in the graphics, so we're gonna go with it. It's the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Championship. We have, as they like to say, is it Militia? There you go. Masha Slamovich versus Alisha, and then Spitfire, which is Dani Luna and Jody Threat. I hate to say it, I really do, but I know that Masha and Alisha, I don't think they're gonna lose the match with the system and the way the momentum they have right now. I don't feel like they're gonna be losing the championships yet. But I do have a prediction for this one. I do think Killer Kelly does return now. I have a feeling that she might return from filming her movie at this point. So I wonder how, if they win with Killer Kelly like standing by the ramp, how Masha's gonna deal. Does she go back to her part, or does she stay with Alisha?
Because I tell you what, the build for this tag team match has been all about Spitfire trying to get back on the same wavelength. And Alisha, so this is what I don't get, right? She has her tag team partner, but she has the system, and the tag team partner is never in the system. And it's like she has two. She's Hannah Montana. She has best of both worlds, right? And it confuses me because she'll walk out and I go, "Oh, is she the right? She's the one from the system, but the system, right? This is confusing me now because I'm a simpleton. I want the Spitfire to win just because of the fact that it's confusing me that the tag team are not actually tagging and being around each other, and it's really irritating me for that standpoint. But I do agree with you as well. I do think the tag team champions will retain. And because it's a kickoff show, I just don't see them losing the title in a kickoff show. So I'm going to go with the champions retaining.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I would like Spitfire as champions, but I don't think that's happening yet. So unfortunately, I gotta wait a little bit longer for that to happen. Probably.
I'm interested to see what they do with Spitfire next, though, because they had this massive build, a very long build about them fighting together, doing individually, fighting against each other. TNA has this thing now at the moment where if you're a tag team and you're not with it, you got to fight each other to get. They've just basically taken Sheamus' idea of just doing bangers and then seeing how that goes. But I'm interested to see what they do next.
Yeah, me too. So next one I have, let's see if I can find it here. There we go. It's Mike Santana, my Puerto Rican boy Mike Santana versus Jake something. This is the one I thought was probably going to be part of the countdown show. I'm surprised it's not, but I'm glad for them being a part of the main show. But this one I'm torn about. I like both of them, so I wouldn't know which one to pick. But I feel like Santana has been more of on a role in a way since he returned. So I'm picking him for that reason. What about you?
I'm going to pick Jake something because there's going to be shenanigans. I think Dango is going to do, because the recent TNA, it was Mike Santana versus Dango. I'm calling it that. Get over it. Everyone watching, and especially him, because I really don't like talking. Your face annoys me. So seeing this, so the recent TNA, it was Mike Santana after Fandango cost him against the god Frankie Kazarian in the match. They had a one-on-one match, and Mike Santana got disqualified for smacking the chair over the back of Fandango. I'm making this show longer.
You missed one of them, though.
Just by saying that. So I think Fandango is going to do some shenanigans for Mike Santana to lose. I don't want him to because Jake something bores the living hell out of me. But I'm interested to see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it. Mike Santana, never really seen him before. I don't watch AEW, don't care about him. And to see him now, I've heard of him because I know WWE were interested a little while ago. And now they get to see him again inside TNA, and I'm really impressed by him. Really like his moveset. Really like the way he is with the crowd. He is just someone I really, really enjoy watching. So this match could be really, really good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed him when he was LAX in TNA. So that was my introduction to him. And at the moment when I was watching, that's when he jumped ship to AEW. So I didn't get to see him for too long in TNA. But it's pretty cool to see him back and just see him getting the spotlight now that he's a singles in his singles career. But is
LAX the one with Hernico and the bicycle?
No,
because there was an LAX, right? If I remember, many moons ago, and it was Hernico that was in the little bicycle, and he used to cite was the BMX the high, I don't know what I'm going to call it, the bicycle, and he used to ride around the ring to it. I swear they were called LAX. I'm googling now.
No, LAX in TNA was her.
Yeah, it was in TNA.
Homicide first. And then
that's the one.
Yeah, and then it kept changing through the years, and then the last people that were in LAX was him and Ortiz before they went to AEW. There were two other people in the group, but the group it got changed over the years. So they had people come and go, but the last two people in the group were Santana and Ortiz.
So I've got a picture here. Hold on, I'm going to see if I can get it. So it was called Homicide Hernandez. That's what his name was, and
Yep.
that was what I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Because he that was the 6-sided ring. I don't know whether
Yep.
any of people at home can see that, but that was what I could say.
Mm-hmm.
It was the part of the 6-sided ring. That's when I was watching it.
Yep.
With Hulk Hogan, brother.
Yep.
Before that, we're not mentioning him whatsoever.
No.
So yeah, so they've redone it into another one.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, it's like LWO kind of thing because if obviously when
right.
LWO was before it, obviously they had different people compared to now, but it's still the same group. So there you
Like
go.
bloodlines, like
Some
the
history
bloodline's
for
going to
you
be.
there.
It's gonna be like the bloodline, where they will have so many different members. And by the way, I will acknowledge my tribal chief Solo Sikoa. Thank you very much. I still love you, Roman Reigns. You're named after my son. I've literally named my son Roman because of you. So don't let me down.
Okay, you were talking about Fandango, so we'll
No.
bring him up now. Uh, it's Matt Hardy versus. I don't like all this. Like I see JDC, like I think about all the names that this man has had. Because it's
Yeah,
Fandango, it's Johnny Curtis, and then Johnny
yeah,
Dango Curtis. I don't even know what name he has at this point, so we're just gonna go with JDC as it is in the graph. Because
yeah.
I'm just
This,
thinking about
yeah.
names. Uh, this one I don't know though. I don't know who to pick.
Couldn't care less.
Uh, it's just I feel like it's gonna be Fandango with I feel like now with this like heel turn, it feels like the momentum going for him. But at the same time, I was like, my heart is angry as well because everything that's happened to him. So it's like maybe that anger will would result in something here. What do you think?
The build for this match piqued my interest when Fandango decided to absolutely annihilate Jeff Hardy
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nearly decapitated the man, which I was like, yes, don't have to see Jeff Hardy for a little while. So uh, Matt Hardy has been interesting since being in TNA has been interesting. I couldn't care less. So with it, I don't like either of these. I loved Matt Hardy, loved, and now he needs to sort of fade away. So I'm gonna go with Fandango. I really hope that there is a really big interference and no one wins.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it with this one. Yeah.
Just Trick Williams, just turn down, knee everyone, and just go and just walk away. Make me happy. That's all I need.
Hey, there's surprises apparently, but I think one of the surprises is definitely this one. Let me see if as you like to call them. So we have the Rascalz going and reuniting. So we have Zachary, Trey, and Wesley now because now he goes by his NXT name. Versus Tavion Heights, Charlie Dempsey, and Myles Borne, the No Quarter Catch Crew, aka the Candy Crew. So this is my pick for that one. I was like, is the NXT TNA partnership? So it's like I don't see the court like the Candy Crew winning in the aspect of like they really don't have much going on for themselves. Versus we literally just have the Rascalz on NXT, so might as well keep going with what we have here with them. And why not? It's like I like them reuniting even when they're in like I don't want to say opposite, but like different companies.
Mm.
So I just love seeing it. So I'm going with the Rascalz for this one.
Uh,
Don't pick the Candy Crew.
I think that there's going to be shenanigans. But what type of shenanigans? I do think the thing that's setting behind this TNA NXT deal is TNA's non-weekly live show, because they could have easily done this in front of a crowd to get a bigger build for this match. Because I know that they did a backstage segment where basically two of them wanted to get high. Wesley said no, he can't do that anymore. And at the end of it, he then decided to get high, and I was like, fair play. So I think Rascalz will win, but there's something in me that says that there's going to. I just Charlie Dempsey looks like a beast in TNA. Doesn't look like that in NXT, but he looks like a beast in TNA. And I do hope they carry on with this. But I do think if you're going to bring Wesley back into the Rascalz and do that moving forward, then you're going to have to get them to pick up wins.
Definitely. Okay, next up we have. If I can find it. There we go.
Come on, don't do it. Don't leave me hanging. There we
go. I was gonna say NXT now because you're saying NXT. TNA World Tag Team Championship, the system with Alisha Edwards, our Hannah Montana as you call her, versus ABC Chris Bay and Ace Austin. I don't like the system. I really don't. I prefer ABC all the way, but I don't feel like they're winning this, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I just love when ABC are champions because they're just like such fighting champions and they go against anybody, and it's nice to see like the wonderful matches they have with just anybody. I don't like the system, but I feel like they're gonna retain, unfortunately.
I'm bored of them. I've watched TNA now, for 2 months, and I already despise seeing the system. Hannah Montana is irritating me. That is so her name from now on. That is so her name. I have been a very, very big fan of Chris Bay for so long. I even tweeted him the first time I saw him to tell him when I first saw him in one of his first matches in TNA. This is when I was flicking between them and I wasn't really going into TNA, but I saw him and I loved his match and I think he's brilliant. And he would be, I'm so sorry, TNA, a great addition to NXT and a great addition to WWE, right? Excellent. But he's got all of that Bullet Club crap that he's in. And Ace is Ace Austin, isn't it? Because I want to get his name right because I'm a big fan of his as well. I'm a big fan of ABC. And I just hope that they get the 1, 2, 3, Michael Jackson. That was so bad. That was so bad. In my head, that was so good. In my head, that was so good. But when it come out, it was so bad. Yeah.
Next time, just keep it in your head.
All right, Ed. I'm gonna go. System gonna win, but I'm gonna despise this, and I can feel myself already getting annoyed at the finish. I can feel myself already doing it.
Okay, this one it's another one that I'm just. Why is this happening? I don't care for this match at all. Unfortunately,
this is interesting. I'm really looking forward to seeing which match. Oh yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. I so get it.
It's the Digital Media and International Heavyweight Wrestling Championships. AJ Francis versus PCO. Flop Dollar doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry. He doesn't. So I know he's gonna retain or keep or have both championships, whatever this is, because it's just 2 titles on the line.
Yeah, he
Flop
brought one.
Doesn't do it for me.
He literally brought one from the internet, and it was of his prestige. He brought it and then said, "I'm now defending this on television," and that's yeah. He also recently, in the contract signing, decided to come out during the contract signing for the world title to say that the 6-man elimination match will be kicking off TNA as a warm-up for him to be in the main event against PCO. Now, I don't know what he's been smoking or drinking backstage, but PCO cannot do a main event. And Flop Dollar really, he's great on the microphone. In the ring,
he flops.
Dollar. A dollar. I don't know why I did that. That felt right, and it come out wrong. But I'm sticking with it.
That was better than the other one, but still, keep it in your head.
Oh no, ABC, they're going to get the 1, 2, 3. It was better than that one. Even it sounds better now. Oh my god, I'm a genius. Anyway, carry on.
That one sounded better now when you did it in a row. Yeah. So, no, but this is one of those that I feel like AJ is just gonna retain or have both titles, whatever you want to call it, but I don't care for this at all.
Who is the little? I know the little fella's name, but I can't think of what his name is. What's his name?
Oh, it's
Rich Swan. Yeah, he needs to Can I swear on your channel?
I'll give you one.
I'll save that for later. I'll save that one for later. He can go away. I'm going to save that. There is a reason why I'm saving it, but I'm saving that one for later on. But no, I can't stand him. His voice, the way he walks, the way he looks. Like the thing is, I don't know whether this is good or bad, but it makes me want to slap him, not punch him, just a full-on slap. Like doesn't have to be a fall through, just a little recall one, just like that. Anyway, I'm going to go off on a tangent about him.
He's just being wasted with Flop Dollar. But that's what I say. I'll give you one, so choose it wisely.
Yeah, I know. I know the one I'm saving it for now.
Okay. Next up we have, let's see here. Okay, here we go. Speedball Mike Bailey versus Mustafa Ali for the X Division Championship. And this one is gonna be a banger. But I don't know who to pick though. I enjoy both of them.
Speedball, please, for everything that is holy, get Mustafa Ali off television and give me Speedball, please. I can't stand Mustafa Ali's face. I can't stand Mustafa Ali talk. He cannot talk. He's good in the ring, but it's just good. Speedball, please. Speedball, do it for me. No. I have never liked Mustafa Ali ever. I don't get the hype.
Really?
I don't get it. When he talks, he goes, "I need to be set free to do what I want to do and talk in a promo and you have it and you're awful. Just stop, Speedball." And you also hurt my mate Trent Seven, and you need to go. Do not touch Trent Seven, Moustache Mountain, my guy. Just Speedball.
I do want to be able to win a championship, so I definitely would love to see that happening. Does that happen here? It's tough. That one is tough, but I wouldn't mind. Yeah, it is. I don't mind who wins this one though. So, but I'll lean over to Mustafa retaining. But I don't care who wins it though, because I love both of them. I really do. So either one of them, I'll be happy with. Nothing else for that.
Speedball.
Yeah. So this is like okay for me in this aspect, and I hate to say it, but it is the TNA Knockouts World Championship. Jordynne graces Ash by Elegance with I forget his name. Concierge. There you go. I know his. No. No, I definitely want Jordynne to retain.
No.
Especially of all people to lose to Ash by Elegance. I'm sorry. No.
When I said Dana Brooke, I didn't want her to win. This is my swear word. This is my swear word time.
Oh,
I'm not going to be Tony Schiavone, what he did against Tony Storm. I'm not going to go that left. By the way, great clip. I don't like AEW, but the timing of
that was Mariah, right?
It was the timing of it was simply perfection. But Ash by Alex, please learn how to wrestle. You've had a long enough time in WWE. You've now got the shot. Please be good, because you and this is swear word time now. You've been fucking me off for a very long time, and I Jordynne Grace is going to win this, and I think we're going to get someone to call her out at the end of this match. I don't know who, and I'm trying to. The only thing I can think of is there's a recent WWE signing that we know going to NXT, a certain Mexican that could. I think she's Mexican. Or I know that she was. Oh, okay. Where's she from?
She's from Chile, but she wrestled in Mexico.
Right. Certain Chilean that made her name in Mexico. And I think this could help TNA to get that TV deal. And I think this could also be the chance that we get the end of Grace in TNA and the beginning of Grace on WWE. And I think that could be the start of the championship swaps from TNA to NXT. It could not be. I could be just spitballing a load of waffle. But if by the way, I promise you this: we're doing a post show, right, on OLE. I promise you this: if Ash by Dana Brooke wins this match, I can't even say her name. It annoys me.
I know this.
If she wins this match, you
Uh-oh.
will be seeing a full-on meltdown, just like I did when Sami Zayn beat Gunther. Right, full on. It's not even going to be minimum because this woman doesn't deserve a title, and somehow she's won a title on a different indie show.
Mhm.
Yes. So please, TNA, do the right thing. Let Shawn Michaels book it for this event, right? Let Shawn Michaels do it. We all know how good he's been cooking recently, literally. So just let him do it. But yeah, that's my theory behind this. Just please don't let her win.
But you know what I was thinking? Even though it's not officially a number one contenders match, what if whoever wins this match is the one
Yeah,
that kind of goes to like kind of have that face off with Jordynne later? Because I feel like
yeah,
that's something I can see happening, especially because this is the countdown, and Jordynne will go on a little bit later on in the show. So I feel like they have enough time to like do their thing. So I think that will be interesting. Or even somebody from from NXT going like, "I want my shot against you." You know, we had so far Tatum and we have Izzy Dame, but who knows who else will show up and do an
Cora
appearance there.
Jade.
I mean, if
Just
she's done and healthy, yeah.
she's been recently releasing a lot of TikToks recently with her and
Mhm.
Roxanne Perez. So maybe Cora Jade. The one thing I will say about TNA is they have a lot of women, but the one thing they struggle with is I can't think of the word. The you believability that someone's going to beat Grace from there because I don't
Mhm.
see anyone. I look at
Yeah.
I look at TNA and go, you've got a lot of women, you've got a lot of
Mhm.
prospects, and some that are good. Bar Dana Brooke, who isn't. And but
Yeah.
I, j- I- they just haven't got anyone that's believable to beat her, and so I think they're
Yeah.
going to need outside help for it.
Yeah, because I feel like they have options, but they don't have anybody built up to the point that you can say, I can see this one winning it from Grace.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
that kind of situation. Because I think the only one that I could see them kind of building her up afterwards would be Giselle Shaw because of her return. But she's
yeah,
not even there yet. But she's the only one that she's like starting off. So I feel like if you were to rank it, she's the only one that I could find like here that could go up here.
yeah.
But there's aside from her, I don't see anybody else right now with that momentum. That
Unless you want to
I
go.
feel like it threatens her.
Unless you
Yeah,
want to go with the shock factor and go with Zaya
mhm,
Brookside. And I'm not just saying that because she's English and I'm English. I'm not just saying it.
sure.
Partly I am. Um, but I think if you're going to go with shot factor, go like one of those, like the Santino Marella beating Bobby Lashley type thing, the shock element of it,
Yeah.
going, oh my God, that actually happened, that type of thing. I think
Mhm.
you can do it that way. But who knows at this point?
Yeah, and that's what I don't like about TNA right now because they used to be more consistent with the knockouts, and I feel like now there is inconsistency. Like
No, there's
if you
not.
were to tell me who's gonna beat Jordynne, I wouldn't have an answer for you because there's
There
nobody
isn't.
like built off enough to like be a threat to her title. To be honest.
Absolutely, and there isn't. Giselle Shaw
Yeah.
can, but that's you want to build others. Like she can be it,
Mm-hmm.
um, and I think her coming back is for her to win this.
Yeah.
But you want to start building more, and I think they need to take a leaf out of NXT with how they're doing it. Stop signing Matt and Jeff Hardy and build your women.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of ironic to say because when before WWE did the revolution, like TNA was that place for the women that you
Yeah,
could see not only title but non-title feuds happening as well. And the girls were
absolutely.
featured on a weekly basis, and I feel like now they're not really consistent with it. It feels like some weeks are better than others, but yeah, it's just unfortunate. I think like there's not much to it.
It's like they've just gone random matches to put women together just to hope it works.
Yep.
They're not thinking storyline you don't need a storyline. You just need a reason for it, and there isn't that. Like the Giselle Shaw match, that just come out of nowhere. There was no build to her. You knew she was coming back, but that was it. You didn't know that who she
Mm-hmm.
was facing and what was happening. Um, yeah, it's TNA have got a lot of women. They've got a lot of good women, but not overly top, and they need to do a little bit better with
Mm-hmm.
what they're doing.
Yep. And for the main event, this is probably gonna one that's gonna take us a little while to get through. So we have the TNA World Championship. It's a six-way elimination. So we have Josh Alexander, Frankie Kazarian, my dislike for Moose, Nick Nemeth, Joe Hendry, and Steve Maclin. I don't. I only have one answer. Do you want to do it at the same time?
Yes, there, you do it. You press it. You press it. I'll let you. I did it for you. You press it.
Okay, so we're gonna have our answer. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's the only answer.
Yes.
I feel like he got interviewed recently, and even he said that he messed up, I guess, in a way, the Slammiversary plans, and he got added to the match. I don't think they were planning on putting him in the match, and then I think with everything with NXT and the way that it's picked up with his views on Twitter, that's the reason why he's here. And it's like pick up that momentum while it's hot and give it to him. I feel like it also protects Moose when so in that sort of way, being a 6-way elimination because I really don't like Moose. He doesn't scream world champion to me, and I feel like you gotta pick up that momentum that Joe Hendry has. It's like, take it. Just tape a rocket to his back and just let him be. The meme itself is already giving so many views. So why not keep going with it? He even said that he wants to face like John Cena during his John Cena for a world tour. Like, dude knows what he's saying. Dude, he knows what he's doing to get people buzzing and talking. So take advantage of it while you can.
Exactly. And Gallus to say that he's a phony Scot is just ironic coming from three men that support an Irish team that's based in Scotland. Anyway, not getting into that. That's a very dark hole to go into. And I'm not going down it. But you've got a man that can get over anywhere. He did a show against Elias and absolutely outdone Elias on the microphone. Annihilated the man. It was brilliant. And you've got him now talking in press conferences and stirring up craze, talking about him going against you can see me. John Cena. Love when The Rock did that. And then you've got him go. He's everywhere. You watch Monday Night Raw, there will be his face somewhere at some point in the crowd. So I'm excited. I don't think he will win, but I think he should. And I have a really very angered feeling that Moose will retain. And it's like deep, because I feel like what they're going to do and what they're thinking behind it is they're going to go, yeah, but can he do it one-on-one with Moose? We don't care. Moose is rabbit. Oh, second swear word nearly happened. Then I nearly got told off. Moose is not it. He's not it. He's not the man. No, please, no. And let's hope that happens.
Yeah, he's our hope right now.
Because you know why? You know why?
Yeah.
Because we believe in Joe Hendry.
I wish they could see you while you're dancing to this.
I know, literally doing the same thing in the background as what it was on the video. Literally, I'll just say it again.
I know, but you're waiting for it. You just have to do something. Have the clap come out of nowhere.
I've never met this man until about 2 months. I've seen clips of him around, but now that I've seen him nearly weekly, I have never fallen in love with a man so quickly in my existence, bar Ed, in my existence than I have with Joe Hendry. Man, I love this
I get
man.
it. I met him and I had the Digital Media Championship when he had it in his shoulder. I'll show you the picture later. But yeah, it's one of those, like, once I met him, I was like, and my favorite part was that he was so in character, and I was so like dazed and like so concentrated on meeting him that he's like, "So who are you here for?" And I was like, "Mickey James," and then he looked at me like, "Really?" I said, "Oh, for you. I mean, yeah, it's you. It's you." It was so funny, and they included me as a video package that they used for like the line
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I was one of the people getting recorded in the line with him, so it was very fun. But it was one of those ones I was like, "I'm meeting Joe Hendry." He's like, "Who are you here for?" I'm like, "Mickey James."
Right, should we do a prediction for this match? I want to predict. Let's see how many we get right. So let's see who's the first to get. Let's go through the list and who's going to be eliminated first, and who's going to. So who do you think is the first one to be eliminated?
You know what I would love? To have Joe Hendry eliminate Kazarian first because he eliminated him first from the NXT Battle Royal.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why. That one.
I think it's going to be Steve Maclin.
It wouldn't surprise me either, to be honest. If anything, he would be my second choice too.
Yeah. So all right. So I've gone with Maclin. You've gone with the God to be eliminated. Then who do you think is going to be second eliminated?
I think it's definitely Maclin because for
Yeah.
me, the last three has to be Hendry, Moose, and Alexander. Because I feel like not only Moose being the champion, but it gives people the hope that they think that Joe Hendry's gonna win. But then Josh Alexander is somebody that the crowd really loves as well. So that's why we keep him till the end. Because if you let it eliminate him pretty quickly, you probably will lose the crowd as well. Because aside from
Yeah.
Joe, he's one of the popular ones too. And Nick, he's like probably like I want to say my third one because I feel like he's in between. Like I don't see him being as popular as the rest of them, but I also don't see him being one of the first eliminated. So I'll say if anything, he's my third one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I'm on the same wavelength with you. To be fair, good old Dolph Ziggler still can't win a title. But I am interested in this one because you could do the real big shock factor and Moose gets eliminated first. Like,
Oof.
because if you watch the recent TNA, Josh Alexander and Joe Hendry teamed up to throw Moose through the table. So could we be seeing, Moose is a beast, but everyone hits their finisher on him to get it out first, which then hopefully does the destruction of the system, please. Um, please.
Mm-hmm.
You could go that, or you could do the shock factor because Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler, is injured and he's apparently just about been cleared for 2 days to go for the show, which is a really weird storyline of how they've done it. Because
Yep.
because they can't have because they're not live, they've had to try and
Mhm.
edit the way they've done it, and the editing was quite poor with the way they've done it. I was a bit disappointed in the way they did it from it, but because I think Frankie Kazarian will either eliminate Nick Nemeth or get eliminated by him. I think Josh Alexandra will eliminate Maclin. I think Hendry will eliminate. I think Moose will eliminate Josh Alexandra, and I think Hendry will eliminate Moose, so we can get this
Yep.
again.
He's gonna keep overusing that video for a while, people. Just so you know.
This will be
Yeah.
played, by the way, on the post show if he wins quite a lot. So be prepared for that.
Oh yeah. Yep, I can see that happening too.
See, Astrid is so happy that Hendry could be winning that she's literally crying
Oh
right
my
now.
god.
So
No.
excited for it. That's why.
I wish it was that. Okay, so let me get. Okay, so where can the people find you, my good sir?
You can. Oh my god, you've gone straight to me in the full face. I was not expecting that whatsoever. You can see me on Mark Talks Wrestling, Mark Talks Football, Mark Talks Gaming on YouTube. Mark Talks Wrestling, I have got WWE 2K24 series going on with Bobby Money Munson and Lauren Goodnight. Football, we've got the Reading FC, Reading Football Club, who's my team, my local team, the team I support. News, weekly news, and Football Manager, and coming to Mark Talks Gaming starting soon. I won't give away what's just happened, but on there we do have a Reading FC save. But GTA 5 and Formula One Manager will be coming very, very soon. And you can find me on X, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, Facebook. Yeah, I'm everywhere. If he's got it, I'm there. That's basically me.
Yep, I get the same thing. Again, for me, you can find me Twitter, Blue Skies, Astrid Pizarro, Instagram and Threads, Astrid Pizarro 20. And you're here, so might as well like the video, comment down below, let me know who's gonna win. Whatever prediction you got, let us know. Hit the thumbs up, give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and click on that bell to be notified whenever I upload as well. But yeah, for us, we're gonna be here after Slammiversary to talk about an OLE. So if you haven't go to our local establishment on YouTube, we're gonna be there live. I believe Kimmy will be with us as well and Bobby. So we'll be talking about the long show that will be Slammiversary because I don't think anybody has realized how many matches we got.
I didn't realize until you told me. There's so many.
Yep,
All
unfortunately.
right, so let's do a little before we go.
Yep.
I want. How many surprises do you think there will be? And pick a surprise that you want to see.
Oh.
Mm.
I wonder if we're gonna get somebody from the recent releases to be a part of Slammiversary, because I feel like I think their 90 days are up at this point, or should be up by the
Yeah.
time tomorrow happens. So it wouldn't surprise me something like that were to happen. I don't want to name names, because I think I remember General Hall's part of the group, and his two guys, Anxiety, but I feel like there's more people and I can't remember all of them. That would be, I think, a surprise if somebody does show up from the recent releases. I feel like they might as well. It's a big pay-per-view for TNA, so might as well make it happen. Maybe somebody from NXT showing up. I feel like aside from the Candy Crew that we already got, in Wesley, I wouldn't mind seeing another surprise there too. What about you?
I'm going to put a bold prediction out.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see Whoop That Trick. I think the system are going to come out when it's one-on-one between Joe Hendry and Moose. I think the whole of the system are going to come out to beat down Joe Hendry. And I think because Trick, Joe Hendry helped Trick a couple of weeks ago, I think Trick will return the favor for it and help him win the TNA World Champion. Where, that's what I think will happen.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not going to
But
happen.
yeah, I see. Hey, you never know. This partnership is just starting.
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah, so you never know. So it wouldn't it doesn't sound as bold as it used to be when you think about it that way. So I want to thank everybody for watching this. Let us know again, like I said, the predictions down below if you have any, and then we'll see you next time.